Hey everybody, it's Chris Kirkpatrick with Life 180, where we help entrepreneurs launch, advance, and optimize their businesses and life. And today's a very special video. I'm super excited. My buddy Clark here is kind of my right-hand man, and he is kind of the secret sauce behind the magic, behind the scenes with everything that we do with our clients, with all the automations, all of our website stuff, all of our funnel stuff, all of our email automation and marketing, and all the Zapier integrations, and all the fun stuff, techie geek kind of fun stuff that nobody else really wants to learn. Let's face it, you're an entrepreneur, you're a life insurance agent, you're a real estate agent, you want to focus on what you know how to do and where your unique skill set is. You don't want to have to learn how to do Zapiers and build funnels and connect all these different tools. I've learned a lot of it, and it's obnoxious, and people like Clark are very special in that way. So I will say that I couldn't get half of what I get done without this man. So it's pretty exciting because he's now making his debut on this channel. And the reason we're doing this video is because of the fact, I think it was maybe like 9 months ago, I did a video on integrating Calendly with Clickfunnels. And in that, a lot of people, I literally had probably 5 or 6 comments, like really quickly being like, hey, you should do a video on connecting ActiveCampaign with Clickfunnels, because it seems to be, I mean, Clark, we could talk about this real quick, that most people that are really trying to use email effectively, that are using ClickFunnels, they realize that ClickFunnels, the Actionetics inside of ClickFunnels is not a very robust email marketing system in general. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. The options that you have to be able to really interact and create a real personable experience, which is kind of the goal. You're really wanting to kind of connect on a certain level with your audience, and it's just, there's just a lot that's left to be desired with that kind of interface.
Totally. And so a lot of people are now, even though Actionetics is available on ClickFunnels, I think a lot of people, like us, ourselves included, are using ActiveCampaign now and using that, APIing that into ClickFunnels. But when you do that, it's not as clean and as easy as just taking the API, plugging it in, and then just kind of connecting a funnel to your ActiveCampaign account. There are some steps that you have to do, and we're going to go through that. And I'm excited because Clark is going to share his screen in just a minute, and he'll walk us through kind of the steps and the tricks of ultimately the best practices of how to go through, set up your ActiveCampaign account, because there are some things that you need to do inside of ActiveCampaign preemptively before you actually connect it to a funnel, and before you actually take the API code and connect it to the funnel, and so on and so forth, and go from there. And so I think this is going to be extremely valuable. So if you find this valuable, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're looking to build your business online, if you're looking for financial content, like all the stuff that we talk about to help people launch, advance, and optimize their business, make sure you hit the subscription button, click the bell, that way you get notified, because I'm on a mission to launch videos every single day right now. So just out there to serve entrepreneurs in the best way that I can possible. If you have any comments or questions or any kind of content that you think that we could be able to film to be able to serve you, go ahead and put it in the comments down below. I receive and read and respond to every single comment personally. That's just something I take a lot of pride in, and I will not outsource that no matter what, because I think it's the lifeblood of everything I do is just knowing what people need, and the best way to do that is to get it directly from the source. So that's that. Now, the other thing I want to talk about before we get into this is we talk about integrating this with ClickFunnels, and I'm just gonna throw a curveball at you. Is there are a lot of people that also use Infusionsoft, and I got to throw this in here because I know a lot of people have been making comments as well. I say a lot, a couple people have made comments on that same video where they're using Infusionsoft with ClickFunnels. And to me, that's a big old waste of money. Like when you look at Infusionsoft and the cost of Infusionsoft and what it does compared to what ActiveCampaign can do and how ActiveCampaign can grow, I know that for us and you, we like the ability to take and move. I know a lot of people are scared to move away from Infusionsoft, but the ability to move Infusionsoft over to ActiveCampaign is something that you've had a lot of success with as well, right?
I have.
And yeah, anything you want to say about that, or do you?
Yeah, I mean, I had a client who was really deeply entrenched with Infusionsoft, and I mean, as they like to call it, and everyone else does, Confusionsoft, right? So they uh, they had lots of different automations running, and their lists were kind of out of control. And tagging, of course, was getting a little crazy as well. So what we ended up doing is his entire business, which was being really run through the software platform, we were able to take it like one automation at a time and just completely rebuild it out inside ActiveCampaign. And when you do that, you have options where you can label these automations so that, if you have a group of automations that are meant to serve a specific purpose, you can kind of group them all together so that you can quickly find them and get them all together and edit them as needed, or test them out if you have a big launch or something like that coming up. So
That's awesome.
absolutely, it's an incredible tool.
Yeah, no. So that is something. If you are using Infusionsoft and you contemplated that, feel free to reach out. There'll be a link in the description below. You can reach out. We can connect about that. Talk about helping you make that transition. So, drum roll, please. Let's get into this, dude. Let's if you can pull up your screen. And what funnel are we going to be doing this? Are we going to be in my Clickfunnels account and your ActiveCampaign account? How are we going to do this?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm already logged into both of those accounts already.
Okay.
Where I'm just going to pull up maybe a really old funnel or something like that, or maybe a shared funnel, something that you found really interesting, and we'll
Yeah.
just go ahead and test with that.
Okay.
My account is relatively new, so there's not a whole lot of stuff in it.
Okay.
I spend a lot of my time in my clients'
With your
accounts and
client.
not
Yeah.
necessarily in mine. So,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
um,
That's cool.
yeah.
So let's
So
go into, if you can share your screen,
sure.
and then let's hop into one of my shared funnels. I don't even care which one, because I got a ton of in doing all the funnel hacking and whatnot that we do. I've got a ton of funnels that we've just kind of cloned and gotten copies of, and so on and so forth. So, and you see all the core funnels that when we first started up with ClickFunnels that came with it all. A lot of stuff. We got a lot of funnels in here. So, all right. So yeah, pick literally any one of those. I really don't care which one it is. It's any of those will work.
All right. So this is the situation. So this will be the funnel that we're working with today. But this is the situation that most people will find themselves in when they're like connecting a brand new account. They have their ActiveCampaign account. They have their ClickFunnels account, and now they want to be able to just connect the two. But there's the things that you do first are we have to actually go into the integrations, and we have to connect the two first.
Okay.
And actually, even before that, we need to go into ActiveCampaign, and we need to set up a list and maybe a few tags that we kind of have to see forward into the future of how we're actually going to be using this ActiveCampaign account
So
as it
you got to
relates to
plan
the
ahead.
funnel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you got to plan ahead. This isn't something you can kind of do reactively. You need to know kind of what is the specific intent of this funnel. When somebody comes to opt into this page, you need to know what lists you want them to add, what tags you want affiliated with that, with any of that stuff, right? That way you have to build all that in ActiveCampaign first and then come over and connect it.
Yep, you're absolutely right. So
Perfect.
where I'd like to actually start is I'm going to jump into my ActiveCampaign account. We're going to create a list, and I'm going to create just a single tag as well. It's going to be a purchase tag to let folks know that this person has actually spent money with us, because that's super valuable information, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to jump over here. Typically, when you log into ActiveCampaign, you come into your dashboard. You kind of see everything that's going on right now. And then next step is we're going to jump over into lists. And it automatically has a list in there called all leads. I'm going to go ahead and create a list. We'll call it, since the funnel we're using is butterfly marketing, we'll call it butterfly. Butterfly. And then add. Boom, it's in there. Something else that it usually asks you when you create a list is an email address, not an email address, I'm sorry, a website in which these people are coming from, and the reason in which why someone would be on this list as well. So that's 2 bits of information that ActiveCampaign will probably ask you when you create a list as well.
Well, and in fairness, they want that because of the fact that it helps with their deliverability rates, right? Like, so
That's
if
true.
they know that they can kind of keep the quality of contacts higher, then their deliverable rates are better, and that impacts the whole platform, the entirety of everybody who's using ActiveCampaign in a more positive way.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, as your business grows and grows and grows and you get more and more lists, it also helps you figure out, okay, that's what this list was intended for. So it's helpful for everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over into the contacts section right here, and then I'm going to go over to manage tags, and we're going to create some tags here. So I'm going to call this purchased. And go ahead and add tags. So now I have a purchase tag in there. It's all done. So the reason why we're doing that here is because when we connect to our funnel, it's going to ask me what list that I want to put my contacts in, and if I want to add a tag to them. So that's kind of have to have that in place before, you know, that question is asked of you. So that's the big reason. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually connect my account to Chris's Clickfunnels account here. So to do that, I need to go ahead and go into account settings, go over to integrations. I'm going to add new integration, go to ActiveCampaign. And this is where we put our API keys and all of that fun stuff in here. So, so I'm going to go ahead.
API key.
So I'm going to go ahead and get that. We may want to edit that part out. So
I'll blur it. If you go
Sounds good.
through it, like, I'll get it all blurred. So don't worry, none of your personal stuff will go up on here.
Good deal. So I'm going to jump over into settings right here, and then go into where it says developer right here in the middle.
Okay.
Click on that, and that's where our keys are. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy the URL key. And then I'm going to go and put in grab the key, the API key, copy it. There we go. And then I'm going to name this integration my name. And then go ahead and add integration. Done. So now if we look down here, we have my integration down here listed with any others that may be there as well. So now let's go back over to the funnel that we were taking a look at. So we'll go over to funnels.
Butterfly.
Scroll all the way down to butterfly marketing. And let's say there was a checkout page in here, which there's not. We can actually add one. Let's go ahead and add a checkout page real quick. Why not? For fun, for giggles here. Let's call this.
Just call it checkout. Yeah.
Checkout. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And create funnel step. It's going to ask me what kind of page this is. This is a sales page, and it is an order form.
Yeah, order form.
Yeah. We'll just click a basic one here.
Yeah, exactly. Any of those will work.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to slide it up in the funnel process just to get ahead of that.
Yeah. So typically you'd have a sales page up here or something like that, and we would put this right underneath that so that when someone, say, gives their information or something like that, it'll lead them right into the checkout page where they can finish their purchase. So here in the checkout, what we would typically do is we would go in and add a integration with ActiveCampaign, but we're not going to put the tag yet. That's important. So I'm going to go into settings here at the top, go to integrations, and then I'm going to go to, sec here. I'm going to Clark's AC. This is the one I added. We're going to add to list, but we're not going to do a tag just yet, just to the list. And select a list. We're going to do butterfly, which is right there. It's nice. So I'm all connected. It's that simple. The reason why I didn't add the tag yet is because if someone goes through this process and puts in their email or whatever, and they don't finish the process, we want information to still be on the list so that we can reach out to them and say, hey, you know, was there a problem? You know, did something happen that you weren't able to check out? And then hopefully you're able to follow up and finish that purchase for that customer. But let's say they were to get all the way through. Well, then we want to add that tag now that we know that purchase is confirmed. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and don't forget to save, you know, any changes that you make. So
my awesome landing page.
Oh yeah. So that make me change some stuff.
Yeah,
put some stuff here and put some stuff here and here and here. It's important for you to fill out the real stuff here, but this is just to get past this here. So that's done. And then I'm going to go ahead and we have to actually set a product for the purchase tag to work. I'm going to quickly go ahead and do that process. So with checkout pages, you can go into products. It's a special little tab that'll show up just for this type of page. And we're going to add a product. And my favorite payment form would be Stripe to do that. We'll just do a one-time deal here and go ahead and hit save and next. We'll call this butterfly membership or something like that. And then we'll say, you know, bucks. And if it was a physical product, then we'd want to put in our shipping information of where we're shipping our stuff from and all that good stuff. And billing description, call this butterfly. This is what will show up on the credit card statement. And then you can put in a description. It's a cool membership. Membership.
Butterfly, cool.
For butterflies. Awesome. And then we're going to go ahead and hit save and next. And let's see here. Go through. Is there going to be variations? No, we're not going to do variations right that. You can also do a fulfillment email, which is, you know, when someone purchases, you can compose an email here and do the subject and everything. You'll need a SMTP mail integration to be able to get that taken care of. Chris, maybe that's something we can talk about doing later.
We'll do another video.
But yeah, another video on that. That's cool. And then next is the important part, follow-up actions. This is where we are going back into ActiveCampaign again. So we're going to do a follow-up action, and we're going to select Clark's AC. We're going to do add to list, add to list with a tag, butterfly, and we're going to do PUR, purchased. There it is, right there. And then go ahead and at this point we can just do save and close. So and then we're kind of done with this process. Now if someone purchases, they're added to the list. That special tag is added, and we can find them quickly and communicate with them. Or in ActiveCampaign, we could actually trigger automations and all kinds of great stuff for interacting. Yeah.
You start building sequences, and then you can build actually follow-up funnels. There can be behavioral marketing campaigns that are sent out based on If people open your emails or click on a link in an email, you can add different tags to kind of associate behavior with that, and then use that information to lead them to different funnels. And that's really where the power of all this comes in. Like one of the things that I always want to tell people is 83% of the people, they've done studies on this, that 83% of the people that come through funnels don't buy just by clicking on an ad or clicking on a YouTube video and going through and purchasing the product the first time they land on the funnel. They go through and that's the whole purpose of creating a value ladder, right? Is you get them in your world, and then you have these follow-up sequences to help increase the engagement level and help increase the conversion level of the people who are actually going to be in your world and purchase from you and be a customer, and so on and so forth. And so that's the power of this. And so I hope that helps everybody kind of have clarity around how to set up ActiveCampaign inside of ClickFunnels. The beautiful part about using ActiveCampaign as well, guys, is instead of using Actionetics, like for what we do, Clark, and I don't know if you want to say anything more on this, is because of the fact that we use ActiveCampaign and not Actionetics. And I know there are some people that use Actionetics because it's in ClickFunnels and so on and so forth. We have our funnels, and then we have our website, right? And there's a big difference. Our website is on WordPress, and we always want to have our website to have funnel functionality, but the two have to really jive. They have to play hand in hand. And when you're using Actionetics, it's harder to get the opt-ins to play well with Actionetics on WordPress. When you use ActiveCampaign, you can use them synonymously with each other. They can branch, and you can use them in both areas. Very cleanly, very easily. You can have the same tags. So like no matter what, whatever that user experience, whatever that client journey you're looking to create, it's just infinitely easier to do inside of ActiveCampaign than it is with Actionetics.
Yep, you're absolutely right. It keeps your options open. And when you're an entrepreneur, your options are your lifeblood, right? So
Yep.
it's all the different ways you can make money. And by keeping your email your email marketing provider a powerful tool that's separate from your funnel builder, you can actually just utilize and lean on the bests of the services that you subscribe to.
Yep.
You know,
I love it. I love it. All right, man. Well, thank you. This is, I think, hopefully very informative to people. Once again, guys, if you found value in this, feel free to share it. Click like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell, that way you get notified. As Clark said, we already got a couple other videos. I think we need to do one on Stripe integration. I think we need to do one on that SMTP integration, and we'll go from there. So be looking out for those, guys. If you found value in this, definitely subscribe so you can get those other ones, and we'll get those popped out for you. So go out there, have a blessed, inspirational day. Go out and crush it. We'll talk to you on the next video. Take care.